And Trump wants a Nobel Peace Prize, by the way, for the planned ethnic cleansing so that they could profit on the land and turn it into a beach town. So let me say this. Gaza belongs to nobody but the Palestinians. So when you begin to move the Israelis in there, and when the Trump hotel gets built on there, I caution the rest of the world to stay far away from that cursed land because something is coming. You can't commit that much evil in broad daylight and not think it's going to come back to haunt you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
I am a Riva and I was taught how to pray Salah.
That means every single time I pray,
the person who told me gets the reward.
5 times a day, from Fajr to Isha.
If you want to support someone like me in learning Salah,
then sponsor 10 people for just £100.
Remember the Prophet, peace be upon him, said,
charity does not decrease wealth. Click the button and donate now.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. If you're watching this video and it's Salah time, please pause it and go pray and come back when you're done. Please check out the description section of this video to support the channel. With yet another supposed ceasefire deal being signed between Israel and Palestine, Donald Trump, despite arming the Israelis to the teeth and funding them to the tune of billions to kill hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, is demanding a Nobel Peace Prize. Bear in mind, this is after aiding and abetting war criminal Netanyahu in the ethnic cleansing and mass murder of Palestinian civilians and children, as well as the total destruction of Gaza's infrastructure. Candace Owens articulated how everyone on our side, the right side of history, feels about Trump's audaciously ridiculous claims. Let's take a look.
Now, if you're reading the headlines, a peace agreement, is what we're calling it, has been reached between Israel and Hamas. Oh my gosh, because they decided that there's going to be phases and Israel is going to partially withdraw its troops from Gaza and Hamas is going to release the remaining hostages. And this is, of course, after everything that happened on October 7th. Don't forget about October 7th. And yeah, like hundreds of thousands of Palestinians are missing. And yeah, they have destroyed 85% of Gaza. And they're going to try to tell us that we've reached peace. At the center of it was Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. They arrived on Wednesday morning to represent the U.S. negotiators from Israel, and Hamas and the mediators from Qatar and Egypt and Turkey also participated. And we're supposed to go, wow, that's amazing. Trump put a statement out on Truth Social. He wrote, I'm very proud to announce that Israel and Hamas have both signed off on the first phase of our peace plan. This means that all the hostages will be released very soon, and Israel will withdraw their troops to an agreed upon line as the first steps towards a strong, durable, and everlasting peace, that all parties will be treated fairly. I can't even finish it because it makes me sick that they think we're this dumb. 85% of Gaza has been destroyed in this pre-planned, controlled demolition of Gaza. Bibi Netanyahu is on camera explicitly before October 7th saying we need to hit them so hard that they can't come back. Jared Kushner is involved in, he will financially benefit from whatever they build in its place. Again, all of this began before October 7th, right? So we are supposed to believe that this isn't just, well, business as usual. We got done, we need to get done, and now we can begin phase 2. But we're supposed to thank them. We're supposed to thank the monsters that did this. You guys have it in your heart to say thank you? Thank you to Jared Kushner and Donald Trump and Bibi Netanyahu, who are just business partners playing a role, convinced that we're all so stupid. I mean, let's roll the clip back from Jared Kushner when he sat down at Harvard, Mossad operation, to speak about their aim. This is February 15th, 2024. Take a listen.
There are real fears on the part of Arabs, and I'm sure you talk to a lot of them, who think once Gazans leave Gaza, Netanyahu's never going to let them back in.
Maybe, but I'm not sure there's much left of Gaza at this point. So, you know, if you think about even the construct, like, you know, Gaza was not really a historical precedent, right? It was the result of a war, right? You had tribes that were in different places, but then Gaza became a thing. Egypt, you know, used to run it. And then, you know, over time, you had different governments that came in different ways. So you have another war, you know, usually when wars happen, you know, borders are changed historically over time. And so my sense is I would say, how do we deal with the terror threat that is there, so that it cannot be a threat to Israel or to Egypt, right? I think that both sides are spending a fortune on military. I think neither side really wants to have, you know, a terrorist organization enclaved right between them. I mean, Gaza's waterfront property. It could be very valuable to, if people would focus on kind of building up, you know, livelihoods. You think about all the money that's gone into this tunnel network and into all the munitions. If that would have gone into education or innovation, what could have been done? And so I think that it's a little bit of an unfortunate situation there. But I think from Israel's perspective, I would do my best to move the people out and then clean it up. But I don't think that Israel has stated that they don't want the people to move back there afterwards.
And Trump wants a Nobel Peace Prize, by the way, for the planned ethnic cleansing so that they could profit on the land and turn it into a beach town. So let me say this. This is our never again, okay? This is a Holocaust. A Holocaust just happened. A real Holocaust just happened. And we will never forget this. You need to tell your children what happened in Gaza. You need to tell them exactly who did it, exactly whose families were involved in this. And when you hear in the future somebody tell you, like, we're going to Gaza Beach for a vacation, you need to look at them like they are the absolute vermin of our society, because they are. They are. Their children will be cursed, okay? If you go and you play in the sand where you know that your forefathers planned to mass murder children, you will be cursed. Every person who steps foot on that, every family that is set to inherit what they did, they will be cursed. Your children's children will be cursed. Gaza belongs to nobody but the Palestinians. So when you begin to move the Israelis in there, and when the Trump hotel gets built on there, I caution the rest of the world to stay far away from that cursed land, because something is coming. You can't commit that much evil in broad daylight and not think it's going to come back to haunt you.
First of all, everyone on the pro-Palestine side welcomes the people of Gaza getting any type of respite from the violent oppression they have experienced. However, this is not the first ceasefire deal that has been signed over the last 2 years, with Israel breaching all previous agreements under both Biden and Trump to continue their genocide as they pleased. And one day into this latest ceasefire, the Israelis are reported to have killed over 50 Palestinians and continue to bomb civilians. As Candace said, Donald Trump framing himself as the peace president when he has played a major part in hundreds of thousands of Palestinians being wiped out and 85% of Gaza being demolished is bloody ridiculous. Like she said, Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff, under orders from Trump, met with Netanyahu to discuss the future of Gaza. Wrap your head around that for a moment. 3 Zionist Jewish supremacists with European roots are deciding the future of a colonized Middle Eastern country and their Arab residents, after colluding to wipe them out and destroy their nation in the first place. Candace expressed disgust at Donald Trump, that we all collectively feel towards him, for enabling Netanyahu to commit a pre-planned demolition and ethnic cleansing of Gaza, and she correctly labelled all these evil men monsters. The footage she played of Trump's son-in-law Kushner casually normalising and making excuses as to why the ethnic cleansing and genocide in Gaza was the right thing to do was just sickening. I agree with Candace that this is a modern-day Holocaust that we can never forget, and we must educate our future generations on the dark reality of what we have just witnessed and who is responsible. As Candace stated, Gaza belongs to the Palestinians, not the Israelis, and anyone who participates in benefiting from this colonial project in any way, shape or form, allowing these genocidal maniacs to profit from the death and misery of those innocent people, are cursed by divine law and are the complete scum of the earth. And as far as the fraudsters in the American government administration releasing a statement that they are the peacemakers after enabling the worst genocide in modern times, I'll leave you with a quote from the Qur'an. When they are told, do not spread corruption in the land, they reply, we are only peacemakers. Thank you for watching. Make sure to join my free Telegram group via the link in the description. And remember to like, subscribe and become a channel member for access to exclusive content. Until next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah.